Hey everybody, and thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. My name is Ebony Troncoso, and I am a 2 times children's book author of Mommy and Me and Best Friend First, Dad Second. So who am I? So I am assistant director at a preschool. I am a full-time graduate student. I have my own publishing company. I am an author, and I do event planning. That's what I do. So for my first segment, I wrote on my story on my Instagram for people to do questions. So I ended up having like 15 questions, but I'm not going to answer all of them right now. So I only did the first 9. So I chose 9. So I'm going to do the first 9. So the first one is, what influenced you to become an author? So one day, it was like February, I sat down and I was just started typing. And I'm like, oh, let's call it Mommy and Me. Didn't know I was writing a book. Never planned on writing a book. Just wrote the book. Literally had like 2 pages about buying chocolate milk and about reading my kid to sleep. And that was it. Book was done. I thought the book was over. So eventually, I picked the book back up. It was like May now. Picked the book back up. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a book, but I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm not going to tell nobody that I wrote a book. So I'm just writing the book, and I'm like, all right, let's just do it. And then being a teacher, I seen like a lot of my students had like came from single family homes, and their mom was like the main caregiver. So I figured, let me just channel that strength that I see in those mothers to the mother in my book, which is my mother. So I was like, why not? And that's how I wrote the book, the first book. So question number 2, what keeps you motivated? I'm barely motivated. Like, I'm just that much motivated, but I don't know, it's pretty hard. Like, the thought of not giving up something that I started, I think, is what kind of like really drives me to keep going. Question number 3. How do you manage your own company, school, and work full time? I don't. I'm like scraping up the pieces of my life right now, literally. But no, my own company is easy because I do that at work. Yeah, so just don't tell my corporate office that I do my company stuff at work because they'll be tight. But yeah, so I do my editing of books and stuff at work, the publishing and stuff at work. Schoolwork I do at work, and work full time. So when do I actually work? Okay, so within all 3 of those things, I kind of juggle it by coming straight home, doing everything, getting everything done at once is a big help, because once you procrastinate, it's over. You're not gonna want to do anything at all. Question number 4. What drives you to keep going knowing it's really tough? Knowing that I have to just make it. Like, there's no other option. Like, it's either you make it or you just give up now. And I'm not giving up now, so I just have to make it. You ever felt like you just had to get to the end of the race, even though the race is like 10,000 miles like down? That's me. Like, I just have to get there. Like, somebody has to sign me like with a huge book deal of like a gazillion dollars, or I'm just going to make it on my own somehow without even signing deals with nobody. Somebody's going to realize, okay, she's 23 years old. She wrote a book, 2 books, going to be 3 books. Let's just put her on. And once I get put on, everybody's getting put on. 5. Have you considered any alliances or partnerships? Yes, I am dying to work with Hallmark to do greeting cards of all the characters in my stories. And I'm dying to work with Scholastics. Once I get in Scholastics, I'm in every public school, every charter school, every book fair. That's going to be a huge deal. So I need to work with either one of those. Both of them is fine. If you guys see this, DM me or email me or call me something, because we need those deals. Question number 6. How would you measure success in this role? So success for me in this role would be when people see the covers of my books and they're like moved by it, even without even reading the story. That for me is major, because it's like, okay, I did just the tip of my job and you didn't even read the book yet. So that for me is a huge reward. When I produce a book for somebody and they can't stop talking about it, and their family can't stop talking about it, and now they want to write a book because you just produced the book through me, that's major. And I'm like, let's do it. Everybody should just write a book through me, not through anybody else, just through me. So for me, that's a huge successor for me. Not a check for a huge amount of money, not getting signed to a deal. it's the smaller things that are a huge deal for me. And success is really dependent upon what you make it, what you feel that makes you victorious, what you feel that makes you like triumphant. And those are the things that make you feel a little bit of success. Like you've just scraped the surface of success. Question number 7. What are some of the mistakes you wished you could have avoided? All right, funny story, but it's not a funny story. When I first did the first book, Mommy and Me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to a professional printer and I'm gonna get my books printed out. They're gonna be hard copy, they're gonna be this. No. I spent $1,500 on the whole production of the book, right? And I go to the printer company. She's like, oh, it's ready, Ebony. Your books are all here. You got 150 copies. Boom. I'm like, bet. Like, it's about to be lit. I'm about to drop this book. They about to be tight. Like, whatever. I go pick up the books, and the books are stapled. Like, not even, like, professionally where it's, like, invisible staples. You couldn't see it. No, it was, like stapled. Like, and I was like, oh, this is cute. In my mind, I was sick. I was tight. So instead of the book being a pink cover, it was a white cover. And it was horrible. So this is how my cover looks now. It's pink, right? And it's colorful on the back. This was the cover then. It looks like a piece of paper. And it looks like one of my students, my old students, did this for me. Huge difference. $1,500 where this one was way cheaper if I just did it through Amazon. Huge lesson learned. Question number 8. If you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be? Okay. Don't give up. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. You're going to want to shoot yourself. But don't give up. And don't tell your friends. Do not tell your friends. You can tell your family, I guess, because they're family. Do not tell your friends what you're doing. Do not ever. Because your friends, believe it or not, are the people who will deter you from doing something, or they'll motivate you to do something. And once they deter you, you're going to be second guessing yourself the whole entire time. Do not tell your friends anything. Wait until, the project is almost done. You're about to release. You did everything that you wanted to do. But don't tell your friends when you just have 2 pages written, because the hating friends are going to deter you and you're not going to do it anymore. And you're just going to throw it away, a bestseller potentially. So don't do that. And last question, number 9. What was your biggest aha moment? My biggest aha moment was when I published my own books. And then I started reading up how publishers make their money. I'm like, yo, publishers want so much money for their books. Why do they make so much money? And when I realized, like, hey, I just published my own book. Why don't I do that for other people for way cheaper? Because smart people like me are not paying $3,000 for you to publish my book and then steal my rights. Why don't you guys just all come to me? Because I don't care. I'm not going to steal your rights. You guys can have the rights, but just pay me the money. Way lesser than what you was going to pay the other people. So thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. I hope my first little Q&A was super helpful. So feel free to leave your questions below. Any questions that you want me to answer on my future episodes, leave them below and I'll definitely answer them, whether it's about my books, being an author, or running my own company. So thank you guys. See you guys later.